so current ways of working have been clearly documented. Of course, it's necessary for BMW to ensure the workforce's competency for any new systems. To that end, all full-time workers and also temporary agency workers receive a mix of off-the-job and on-the-job training.
My name's Lucy Hillier. I'm the quality engineer. I've worked here now for 18 years. So is everybody happy that you select the PK? I originally was trained as a design engineer. So I've come across into a different department and I'm learning new skills to do with the quality aspects of the PPZ we're learning about. PPZ is a BMW Group plant-wide system. Notice if you select sealer or surface, it will actually take off every other item. PPZ stands for Proof Plan Signal, which basically means it's a way of us recording all the quality checks that we do on every part we produce and ship out the door to Oxford. The same if you were to select what they call universal characteristic, which is a weld nut, and the outer surface option as well will take away anything which is not related. If you double click on that spot weld, there is a unique number assigned to every weld that we put on the parts at Swindon. And by using that weld, we can actually, and recording against that individual number, we can track what has happened to the quality of that weld as we progress for the life of that part. So what that's telling you on that particular drawing, there is no option for you to actually link to your inspection. So what that's telling you, James, is if you're looking at sealer, there are no sealer runs listed on that drawing. And what we've been asked to do is in the comment box actually put in which segment has failed.
Yeah, just like on the sample panels.
Just like on the sample panels.
Yeah, sweet.
But these are obviously the numbers given to it in the database. So similar to the welds, they've actually given every runner sealer their own unique number.
All right.
So everything again could be tracked back to that runner sealer.
So it can all be traced back to me.
It can be traced back to that particular day of production.
Yeah.
Because of the unique number, and we can trace it back to whether it was onto your shift or whether it was on Adam's shift.
Okay.
Okay, they would appear exactly the same way as you would see a weld number. So if you have something left on there with an arrow to it with a number, then that is what you can record an error against. So if you now went to swap back to a spot weld, everything then reappears.
I see.
Okay. If you select PPZ's being implemented at Swindon with off-the-job training remotely away from the areas of people working so they don't get distracted from their day-to-day job, and also an amount of on-the-job training and assessment that we'll conduct to make sure people are happy and competent using the system.
And my role involves, well, checking the whole of the door. That's the outer surface of the panel. Checking the welds, making sure the integrity is good on them. When I'm using my ultrasonic probe, I'm looking for weld integrity, checking the distance between the slapbacks on the screen, making sure there's nothing in between them, making sure it's a nice clean weld. Basically, welds that aren't up to scratch, you'd see a lot of what we call echoes in between the slapbacks. And after I've checked the whole door panel, I'd log the UID number onto the PPZ system.
Good afternoon, any problems today?
Yeah, a query on the old PPZ here, Lucy. Just would like to know how to cross-reference a spot weld fault to a spot weld number on a non-OK inspection.
Well, if you select the defect,
Where would that be?
you've got surface at the moment. If you close that up,
Oh yes.
yeah, get your spot weld defects up. What's the problem? Is it
It's
missing weld?
distorted.
Distorted. Well, you selected distorted one.
Oh, we assign the
Yeah.
defects.
Now if you go on the drawing and double click on the weld number which is distorted.
Yes.
Yep, that's it.
And she comes up. And was it safe?
Is that the only defect?
Yeah.
Yep, then hit
she's-
save. I should
Other
save
than
it.
that, she's tip top.
It is a new skill in being able to use a computer system instead of just manual paperwork. I can see if the data isn't being entered correctly remotely from my PC at my desk. So I can quite easily just see by what's been put in whether it is being done correctly or not. I'm also available with on-the-job assessments, as well as if there is any queries which come up during the production day and they are not sure on how to record the error, then I will go down and go through with them which is the best way to record the defect that they've detected.